Hello everyone and welcome to Crypto Invest. Today I want to introduce you to the different ways you can store your Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, as well as providing you with a comparison between the different methods. So with that, let's get into it. So way to store your cryptocurrencies. First off are exchanges like DİCH, Coinbase and Poloniex. This is a very popular way to store cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin because of the ease of setup and use. Next is hot wallet like Exodus or other mobile wallets. These are typically being installed on your computer. And it is also a very popular way people use to store cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. Next is cold wallet, also known as hardware wallet. For example, the Ledger Nano S. This is a very popular way that people use to keep their Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. And last is paper wallet. This is a least popular way that people use to store Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. I am going to compare the four methods across multiple categories, such as private keys, control of your coins, securities, convenience, primary function, miscellaneous benefits like chain split or airdrop. So let's get into it. First up is private key. So private key is a way for you to sign transactions for cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. It is a way for the network to know that it is you who authorized the transaction. Whoever in control of the private keys is in control of the funds. So first up are exchanges. So for exchanges, you are not in control of your private keys. The exchanges are actually in control of that key. And also, you are at the mercy of the exchanges. For example, if the account got frozen or hacked. So frozen is what happened that you have seen with BTCE recently when a government just come in and freeze the account and you cannot withdraw the funds out of that because you don't have access to your private keys. And also, if the exchange get hacked, with the case of Poloniex or some other exchanges in the past, and the funds is lost or stolen, there's no way for you to get that money back. Next are hot wallet. You are actually in control of your private keys. It is stored on your computer and can be exported and can be used multiple times. And next are cold wallet, also known as hardware wallet. You are also in control of your private keys. It is stored on your device and can never leave the device and can be used multiple times. So different than hot wallet, the hot wallet that controls control the private keys are stored on your computer, for example. But for the cold wallet, it's actually stored on the device and it never leaves the device. It signs a transaction and then it exports the result to authorize the transaction. Last is paper wallet. You are in control of your private keys. It is typically stored on a printed paper in the form of QR code, so such as this one. So when you actually want to sign for a transaction, you just simply scan the code. The code can be used multiple times, but it is strongly discouraged because once you use the code once, you are exposed to private keys, and in theory, those private keys can be stored, copies, and the fund can be stolen. So it's only really recommended to use it one time only. And I will go into this a little more later on. So next up is control of your coins. So similar to the private keys, with exchanges, you are not in control of your coins. The coins are actually stored on the exchange and they can be traded, but the exchange has the private key. And you are, of course, at the mercy of the exchanges, like I said earlier. And if the exchanges decide to close down for any reason, there are not much you can do in terms of recover your funds. For hot wallet, you are in control of your coins because you have the private key. They are being stored on the blockchains and you are in control of the private keys. Like I said, the hot wallet is just really a window for you to view the amount you have on the blockchain. So in other words, if you have, for example, a Exodus wallet on your computer, the funds is actually not being stored by Exodus, but what it is that Exodus, like is a hot wallet, is allow you to view the funds on the blockchain. So it's a tool for you to see the blockchain extensively. So for cold wallet and hardware wallet, you are of course in control of your coins. They are being stored on the blockchains and you have control of the private keys. The cold wallet is also just a window to view the funds on the blockchain. So meaning that similar to hot wallet, the funds are not being stored on your actual hardware device. It's actually just a tool for you to see the funds on the blockchain. And last is paper wallet. You are of course in control of your coins. They are being stored on the blockchain as well, and you have control to their private keys, but you can only view your coin on the blockchain with the public key. So unlike the hot wallet or the cold wallet, you do have to go on that individual blockchain to view the public, to view your funds using the public key. So if you have multiple coins, like you have Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, for example, you have to go on to each of these blockchain individually to see it. But with a hot wallet or a cold wallet, you can just use the device to view all your coins in one place. So that's one of the benefits. So next, how safe are these methods? So let's get into it. So exchanges are up first. So with exchanges, you are relying on the exchange securities, how safe they are. You have to trust that the exchange have taken the right steps to ensure that the funds are not being stolen or the server are not being hacked. But there's no way for you to be sure about that. Exchanges are often the target of hacker, unfortunately, because exchanges store a large amount of cryptocurrencies, so they are the target. They have the target on their back for sure when it comes to hacking. And like I said, there's no way to know for sure how exchanges store the coins. They can say that these coins are mostly being stored offline, being stored, in a hot wallet or on a cold wallet, but you have to take their word for it. There's no way for you to know for sure, and it's probably not that safe based on what I just said. So next, a hot wallet. With hot wallet, you rely on the security of your computer or mobile phone. So you have to trust that there are no keylogger on your computer. There are no phishing, spamming, or any other viruses on your computer that could basically save your passcode or anything like that. So you have to trust that your computer are free of any intrusion. Because with the hot wallet, you do have something called a recovery passphrase. In the case that you uninstall the program or you have a new computer, you actually use the recovery passphrase to recover your funds. It's somewhat always connected to the internet, and it constantly maintains the connection with the network. So the reason why you can view your funds to the hot wallet is because it constantly connects to the network to get the information. And of course, if hackers have full control of your computer and they can have access to your recovery passphrase, then yes, they can totally steal your funds from the wallet. And of course, it's only as safe as you are. So keep that in mind. Next is cold wallet. So with the cold wallet, you are relying on your safekeeping of the recovery passphrase. So similar to the hot wallet, you also have a recovery passphrase. It's offline. So the reason why it's called cold wallet because it is offline. So hacker cannot steal your fund easily because it's not connected to the net. So even when it is online to send transaction, because you do have to be online to send transaction, unfortunately, you still have to have a physical device to confirm transaction, meaning that if the hacker or someone get a hold of your recovery passphrase, there not much they can do unless they have an actual device with them. So keep that in mind as well. However, if someone have the recovery passphrase, they can basically order another similar device and they can recover the funds from there. But with just a passphrase, there's not much they can do. That's my point. However, if you know that your passphrase is being compromised, you do have to move the funds out of that device and reset it immediately. By versa, like I say, one will need your passphrase to use the device. So if your device is lost or stolen, there's not much anyone can do because they don't have the passcode to get into your device, and even if they do, they don't have the passphrase to recover the funds belong to that device at all. And it's only as safe as you keep the recovery passphrase. Paper wallet. It relies on you for printing and safekeeping your private keys. So if you're, once you have the paper wallet, you do have to print it out, and there's a chance that your printer can be hacked, or sometimes the printer does store some memory on there from a previous job, so someone can have access to your private key based on that. So it's offline, but you do need to go on a blockchain to send funds, and at that point you will need to show your private key. So at that point you have to show the private key in order to sign for the transactions, and at that point, if your computer is not safe and someone can take a screenshot, they can have access to your private key. It is as safe as you said keeping the paper wallet. It is a piece of paper at the end of the day. So if the piece of paper gets lost or stolen or damaged, then you are out of luck on that. It's typically not safe when you expose your private key for the reasons I just mentioned. Next are convenience. So how easy it is to use any of these methods. So first off, exchanges. Exchanges are a very convenient way to use cryptocurrencies. If you want to hold multiple currencies, is also very convenient as well, because you do not have to have multiple wallets. It's very convenient if you are a trader, if you like to trade a lot. It's super convenient because you can just log on and do the trade. It's not convenient if you are planning to use cryptocurrencies as payment. So if you're planning to use cryptocurrency for daily payments, it is not that convenient because most exchanges do not allow you to use it as a wallet to pay for things daily. That's not what it was designed to do. Next up, a hot wallet. It is very convenient if you are planning to use cryptocurrency for daily payments. For example, if you want to use online shopping, I sometimes use it to buy cloud mining. Like for example, if I want to purchase a contract with Genesis Mining, I typically use my hot wallets for that. It's not that convenient if you want to trade a lot, since the hot wallets only support limited coins and only some exchange functions. So what this means is that, for example, for Exodus, you do have access to the exchange function, and it's actually linked with another service called ShapeShip, and they only offer a small number of exchanges that you can do within that availability. So if you want to trade with a lot of coins, for example, if I want to buy NEO or if I want to buy Ripple XRP with Exodus, there's no way to do that because that's not something that they offer. It's somewhat convenient if you are planning to use it on the go. So what this means is that some hot wallet does have a mobile app that basically the mobile app allows you to use the wallet on the go because you have your funds, you have your phone with you. And I apologize if I am talking fast because there's a lot of information that I want to provide to you, and I don't want this video to be too long. So let's go up to Cold Wallet. With Cold Wallet, you can always send cryptocurrency to you using the public key, so you don't have to have the device, the hardware device connect to your computer in order to send money to it. You can always send funds to your Cold Wallet using the public key. It's not convenient otherwise because you will need the device and the computer with you, so you can't really walk around with the hardware wallet and try to use it to pay for coffee, for example. You do have to have that device with you, and that needs to be connected to a computer in order to do so. Last is paper wallet. So with the paper wallet, you can always send cryptocurrency to it using the public key. Same idea as the Cold Wallet. It is convenient for one-time spending, either online or on the go, because a lot of time the private keys is actually being stored. It's being stored like a QR code. So therefore, you can just simply scan the QR code in order to use the funds in that paper wallet. However, it's not convenient for multiple transactions since you will need to create new private keys. So if you have used the private keys once, then you expose it, and there's a chance that that can be compromised. So therefore, it's not safe to reuse the same private key over and over again. So it's not convenient at all. So once you actually use the private key once, you do have to create a new wallet and create a new private key for that. So definitely not convenient. Next up, the primary functions. So in my opinion, none of these are good or bad. They actually designed to do different things. And let me kind of give you some idea of what these are being used for. I actually have multiple of these methods. I have an exchange wallet, I have a hot wallet, I have a cold wallet, and they are being used for different things. So let me walk you through it. So exchanges are good for trading. Of course, you can go on there, you can trade cryptocurrencies. If you're a trader, exchanges is the way to go. You can exchange between cryptocurrencies without having multiple wallets with you. Like you can exchange a Bitcoin for Litecoin. You can exchange a Litecoin for Ethereum on the exchange. You can hold cryptocurrencies that have no other type of stores available. So some of the cryptocurrencies out there does not have a wallet, a native wallet, and there's no way to store those funds besides store them on the exchange. However, if there's a cryptocurrency that does not have a native wallet, that is in my mind a red flag as to why they don't have one. Because they really should. So next, a hot wallet. What are they being used for? They're being used to store small amounts of cryptocurrencies. And these small amount of cryptocurrencies, in my opinion, are being used to spend them on different websites. So they are safe to store some cryptocurrency, small amounts, to be used to spend on different things. Next, cold wallet. Cold wallet, in my opinion, the main function is to store large amount of cryptocurrency for safekeeping purposes. And paper wallet, I actually don't have a paper wallet, but in my mind, you can use them to store some amount of cryptocurrencies. You can also use them as a gift, I guess. So if you can print out and store some Bitcoin on a paper wallet, you can give them as a birthday gift, for example. I guess that's one way to use them. Something to keep in mind is that exchanges, hot wallet, and paper wallets are typically free. However, cold wallets, you do have to buy the device. And for example, the Ledger Nano S is about $90 to get one. So if you have $200 worth of Bitcoin, is it worth it to spend $100 to buy a hardware wallet? Well, that's up to you, but keep that in mind. Alright, next is miscellaneous benefits. So miscellaneous benefits are the benefits of you holding the cryptocurrencies. For example, in the event of a chain split or an airdrop. So a chain split is what happened with Bitcoin Cash recently. It is that when there is no consensus and the miner have enough power to split the chain, and that caused Bitcoin to be split into two different types of Bitcoins, Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. And airdrop this is basically a way that a token gives back to the community of the main blockchain. For example, with the case with Omistago, the Omista team had put away 5%, and the 5% would then be deposited back to the account of the Ethereum holder, like I say, as a way for Omistago OMG to show appreciation of Ethereum. So with exchanges, with the chain split, you are at the mercy of the exchange. For example, in the case of Bitcoin split recently, if you are in Coinbase, Coinbase has not yet released any Bitcoin Cash to the Bitcoin holder at the time of the split. And they say it's going to happen in January, but it's really up to the exchange to whether or not it's allowed you to have the extra coin. And this is similar to airdrop. You are at the mercy of the exchange, and some airdrop won't deposit to exchanges at all. And how do they know these are exchange accounts? Just looking at, for example, Omistago, they will not deposit to any particular wallet that has more than 3,000 Ethereums, because they think that represents a wallet of an exchange. So with hot wallet, with chain split, it depends on whether or not the hot wallet supports it. You are at the mercy of the wallet company. And for example, with Bitcoin Cash, if you have Exodus, at the beginning, Exodus says they will not support Bitcoin Cash and you cannot claim your Bitcoin Cash. However, they changed their mind after that, and you are able to get Bitcoin Cash. So you are at the mercy of the hot wallet company. With airdrop, you will not have a problem though, because they know that it is not an exchange wallet, unless you have a lot of Ethereums in the case of a Go. With cold wallet, it's kind of similar. It depends on whether the cold wallet supports it. You are at the mercy of the wallet company, and this is in my experience. With the cold wallet, the Ledger Nano S or Trezor, you typically don't have any issue with chain split. They are going to support it, but I can't speak for the future. With airdrop, same thing. You won't have any issue because the airdrop will just happen on the blockchain, and you just basically claim it from there. Now, with paper wallet, chain split, you're going to be okay because the wallet will allow you to claim the additional coin on the blockchain. And with the airdrop, it's going to be okay as well, since again, it will drop on the blockchain and you can claim that. Now, at the end, I want to give you some key points, some conclusion. Remember that you only need to maintain the funds on the exchanges if you like to trade. If you are not a trader, then pretend from not putting a lot of money on the exchanges. So try not to do that. Only keep the small amount of the funds on the exchanges, even if you are a trader. Just maintain what's necessary to trade, basically, because you never know what happens to the exchanges. If you are new or have a small amount of cryptocurrencies, hot wallet is a good choice, and no need to spend a lot of money to buy cold wallet or hardware wallet. Like I said before, these things cost money, and it can be, as much as $90 for Ledger Nano S. With the Trezor, it's actually more than that. And if you have $200 worth of cryptocurrencies, is it worth it to spend $90 to secure that $200? Well, that's up to you. If you are long-term investors, consider cold wallet or hardware wallet. They are, in my opinion, the best way to safekeep your cryptocurrencies because they are always offline, and you can sleep a little better at night. But again, they only as safe as you keep your recovery passphrase. Next, for the majority of us, I do not see why you would need the paper wallet. Paper wallet can be very unsecure unless you know what you are doing. But it's not the safest thing to do because a lot of time you do have to print out your private key. You do have to show that it is printed on a piece of paper, so it's not that safe. Alright, lastly, I want to give you a few tips. First of all, you are an important part of how safe your cryptocurrencies are. Remember to disconnect from the internet once setting up your paper wallet, cold wallet, or hardware wallet. Another way to be safe is to write down your recovery passphrase for paper wallet, cold wallet, hardware wallet. Do not print. You want to write it down. You want to go ahead and store them somewhere safe. You don't want to take a picture of them with your phones or store them on the cloud. So you do have to safekeep that paper with your passphrase. And typically it's 20 words or 24 words passphrase. You must print the private key, disconnect from the printer from the internet when you do so, because the printer can be hacked, and they are among the easiest things that can be hacked. Do not save your recovery passphrase on your computer or on the cloud, like I said just now. Finally, do not tell other people that you have cryptocurrencies when it's not necessary. That is the quickest way for people to hack your computer, is when they do know that you have cryptocurrencies. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the content, please hit like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to support the channel, there are ways to do so in the description below, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.